Coming into college, it's a big leap from travel ball and high school ball with your mental game. Like my freshman year, we played at IU, and everyone from Poseyville came up. Like,
no way.
Yes, everyone was there. The crowd was packed.
Your favorite pitch to throw?
Rise ball, all the way.
Yeah.
I throw that majority of the time.
Okay.
Yep.
And then if you want to change it up?
Change up.
I don't know what those look like, but... Back at the lovely Pretzel Bell for a special episode with softball's Erin Hoehn. I'm so excited to chat with you today.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
There's so much to talk about softball, and I really love your sport. And you are the first softball girl we've had on the podcast. So I kind of want to talk about your position specifically and you being a pitcher, because I feel like there's so many... It's such a mental position, and I feel like we don't really talk about that, and I'd love to hear what your experience has been like as a pitcher.
Yeah. Coming into college, it's a big leap from travel ball and high school ball with your mental game. The batters are just different. You can't go into a high school game like that and just dominate your batters. Like, you have to have spin pitches and move it through the zone. Yeah, I think just staying calm and collected, and I think freshman year for me was super humbling. And now just trying to get on my feet and go out every game with a positive mindset and confidence on the mound, I think has been huge for me. And I see more success that way, especially now as a junior and being older. I think I've overcome certain mental blocks. And so it's been really helpful for me.
So what is it like in terms of pitching with other people? Like, how many pitches are you throwing and then you're getting a relief? Like, how does that work?
I would say I normally start. And then say in the fifth inning, I go through the lineup a few times, someone will come and relieve me. I think nowadays it's hard to get through a complete game with like how good batters are nowadays. But you just have to go in with the same mindset, whether you're a starter, you're coming in the middle of the game, or you have to go and close it. They're all hard roles. And I think just staying calm out on the mound it's what's going to get you success.
So how common are overuse injuries? And like, you're doing the same motion pretty frequently. So like, have you had to battle any injuries, or what has that been like?
Yeah, I have a few forearm stuff that goes on just because I'm a pitcher that throws a lot of rise balls. And so my arm's kind of always underneath me. But I would say it's nothing like baseball. Like, baseball always has a bunch of elbow injuries. Softball's not like that. It's kind of more easier to do an underhand motion. That's why we don't have to wait out games, and like we can go pitch 3 in a row if we needed to.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and so, no, I wouldn't say it's like overuse or anything like that. I would say like at the end of games or tournaments, like you're going to be sore and you're going to be tired, but we can get right back out there no matter how many games we pitch. So
you stepped into big roles pretty early in your career. What was that like? How were you able to transition so well to the college game?
Like I said, freshman year, way different game. Like everyone, 1 through 9, their batters are good. Like you're facing, every single batter can hit. Like, so it's not like travel ball where 1 through 4 are the best hitters and it starts getting easier. Like everyone from 1 through 9 is hard to pitch to. And so like freshman year, I struggled a little bit like mentally and just trying to get over like, oh, someone hits a home run off me or a big hit. Like I got to get over that. And you just have to move on to the next batter. So taking on those roles as a freshman, I'm very thankful for because it's helped me put me in like a better position as a junior and mentally. And so I can go out there and pitch against Florida Gators like I did this weekend and not feel nervous or anything like that. And so I think being able to step up in those positions as a freshman has helped shape me who I am as a pitcher today.
That's really cool. So, but in those high pressure moments, how do you stay focused?
Yeah. I just try not to overthink anything. The more weight I put on my shoulders, the worse I pitch. So if I can just go out there and take it pitch by pitch and think about spinning it through the zone and not worrying about the outcomes of what the hitter does and worrying about what I can control on the mound and relying on my defense is what gets me through those high pressure situations.
So when when you're not pitching so well and you want to obviously turn it around, what are you telling yourself specifically in that moment? Is it like, okay, I'm focusing on my breath, or I'm telling myself this certain thing? Like, how are you resetting specifically to focus on the actual plan?
Yeah. Well, I have this big rosin bag that I use because I have the worst sweaty hands. So I cannot throw the ball if I don't have rosin. So if I throw a bad pitch, I'll go and grab the rosin. I'll take a deep breath and just reset and visualize where I want this pitch to go. I want it to go through the zone and not worry about the outcome. That's basically what I tell myself, and I just kind of go and just tell myself to just shove it and just not worry about what's going to happen and just rely on my defense.
I think that's what's so hard too, is transitioning to the college game, you realize how mental it is, and no matter what sport. And it's like, what do I literally do to play better? Like, it's such a focus thing, and you really do just have to focus on what to do and not worry about what's going to happen. And I think that's really cool, just seeing it from a softball perspective. So you've had back-to-back Big Ten championships. I feel like your team is very good at showing up and coming through with wins when it really matters. Like, not that it doesn't matter during the season, but like, you could be having a pretty good season and then win the Big Ten championship. And I feel like you guys are just so sound in postseason. So tell me about that and how you guys managed to find a way to do that.
Yeah, I think so. Freshman year, we had a really good season in the beginning, and we went and won the Big Ten championship. And then last year, a little bit of a rough preseason. And, you know, we didn't get the outcomes we wanted in some Big Ten games. Like UCLA, Oregon, we had some really tough losses, but we kind of just took it on the chin. And we went back to work the next week. And the girls that were on the team, we know how to win. We have been in the Big Ten championship before. So relying on the older girls and looking up to them because they know how to win. And so when we went in last year, we lost against Oregon and UCLA, tough losses, and we know they're hard. But we know what their pitchers look like because we had seen them all before in preseason. And so we went in there just thinking, like, we were ranked like number 8, I think, in the Big Ten tournament. And so we went in there with like kind of just nothing to lose and just went out there and played our all. And I would say we're a really close-knit team. I wouldn't say there's like cliques at all. Of course, like, your grade's going to hang out with each other and do this and that. But when it comes time to go play softball, we're all there for each other. We're leaning on one another. And we get in our circle. We have a bunch of, like, pregame rituals that we do, like, every single game. And then we'll do, like, circle talks. And we're like, okay, like, we have to make this adjustment. Or we've seen these pitchers before. And I think that really helped us. And then for the pitching side of things, like, I looked up to Dirk a lot. And I think what I looked up the most is her confidence and her mentality on the mound. Like, she went and never took a pitch off. And so being younger as a freshman and sophomore, I was able to look up to her and just have her back out there because teams are hard now. Like, the Big Ten is hard. And so when you go out there, it's going to be hard for one pitcher to throw a 7-inning game. You're going to have to rely on someone else. You can't rely on one arm. And so, you know, going out there and pitching behind her and looking up to her, and just shoving is what Biggie likes to say. Just go out there and shove. So that's basically what I did. And, you know, I think we are a team that knows how to win when it matters most. But this season we're determined to start out on a good foot and start strong from the beginning. Yeah.
I love that. I think being a team of people who know how to win is really important. And I think that also comes from your coaching staff. Like, Bonnie and Hutch have been around for so long, and obviously Hutch passed that down to Bonnie, but like, you have such incredible women in those positions, and I feel like having that as a role model, I'm sure helps you in that sense. So, like, what is the culture of your program with those strong women as leaders?
So it's kind of funny, actually. Bonnie, she's been around the game for so long. Say someone's up to bat, she's like, oh, they're going to throw a changeup. Because she just knows the game. She knows when a pitch is going to happen or when it's going to be thrown because she's been around it for such a long time. And she is someone that isn't harsh on us, but she's someone that makes us better every single day. And then for Biggie, like, she has, like, the most All-American pitchers. Like, she knows what she's doing. And she works well with us. She knows our personalities. She knows if someone wants to be coached hard or if someone can't really take that, and she coaches them differently in a way where that they can pitch their best. And she just, if you don't want to do something or it's not fitting for your pitching style, she'll find something else. She's going to find a way to make you better. And at the end of the day, all the coaches are doing that. And Chitty, like, she is an amazing coach. Like, she's there for you 100%. She's actually going to have a kid and here soon, actually. And I just know that as soon as the kid's out, she's going to want to come back to softball. Like, after he's born, she's coming right back.
The baby's going to be on the sidelines.
Yeah, definitely.
What are some of your favorite moments with those coaches that have stuck out to you as you being like, I made the right choice, or like, I really look up to these leaders?
I would say, like, when I first came here on my visit, I knew that these were the coaches that were going to make me a better player in person, because, yeah, you want to be the best you can during softball and this and that, and softball has taught me so many different life skills and has brought me so many different people in my life that I can look up to and lean on. But it's also about how you're going to be after you graduate and you leave the game of softball. Like, of course, I want to leave a legacy on the field and do this and that, but I also want to be a great person on and off the field. And my coaches are people that push that and strive for us to be like that. I think that's what makes us such a good culture. Like, this is an amazing team with a great culture. Like I said, we're all close and just, yeah.
So what do you think, you mentioned coaching styles. Like, what do you resonate most with from Bonnie?
Like
how, okay.
It doesn't bother me how I get coached. If I need to be yelled at, I'm going to take it, you know? And sometimes it just takes a good yelling to, like, never do it again. You know, if you forgot to tag up on a fly ball and you get out and Bonnie comes and chews you out, like, sometimes you just need it. And
then you know during the game you have that voice in your head and you're like, I'm not doing that again.
I'm never doing that again. But, yeah, and, you know, sometimes if I don't make an adjustment while I'm pitching and it's like I'm a junior now, I should be able to make these adjustments. It's like sometimes it'll take Biggie to get on to me to make that adjustment. But, you know, I wouldn't say they're hard coaches at all, but sometimes when you need that strict, stern voice in your ear, like, I'm fine with that.
That's what a coach is for. Yeah, I love that. So you graduated a really solid class of girls. So what does the team look like now? Did you bring in some good talent? Like, are you guys filling that gap?
Yeah, so actually Lauren Putz, she was the DP all last year. And so with Ellie Sealer leaving left field, we had to switch Ella Stevenson over into left, and then we moved Putz out into right field. And then for the freshman class, we have Kylie Carr, who can play anywhere in the infield except for space. We haven't tried her there. But she has a strong arm, good bat. And then you got Sienna, who plays first base, and she has a good bat. Sydney Hastings, she's a catcher. She is awesome back there as well, especially when you need to give Lily Valamont a break. And then Rachel, she's also a catcher as well. And then we also brought in Gabby Ellis. She was a transfer from Mercer. And she went out this past weekend at USF and absolutely dominated.
I love that.
And so it's so awesome whenever you have a bunch of depth in your pitching, in your bullpen, and going out there and dominating on the field. And, you know, sometimes it takes those games where one person throws 3 innings, someone else throws 2, or however you need to do it, and splitting up the games and just getting the batters off balance. And then we also have Grayson LaMarche, who is a freshman pitcher, and she also did really great this weekend. She has some dirty pitches that she throws, and sometimes she makes us look really silly in practice. So,
it's got to be really cool to have girls come in or be one of those young girls and experience the closeness and the tight-knit, like, vibe of your team. And I even saw it when I worked a broadcast for one of your games last year, and you hear you guys on the side, like, singing and, like, supporting each other, and then, like, the viral TikToks that were going on a few years ago about you guys, like, on the bus. I forget what song it was, but I remember Ella and Dirk and all of them, like, teaching us the songs, and it's so cool because it really is, I feel like, such a sister vibe in the softball world.
It definitely is.
Yeah, it seems really cool.
Yeah.
So tell me about your personal life. You're from a very, very small town in Indiana. So tell me about your siblings and growing up with brothers and what that was like.
I have an older brother. He's 24, and then I have a younger brother who's 10.
Big age gap.
Yes, huge age gap. But it's so fun. Me and my brother, Logan, who's the one that's 24. We grew up together, and then Brody came along, and just dragging Brody to all of my travel ball games. He's sitting there just playing on the iPad. And there's been so many times he's almost got hit by a foul ball because he's on his iPad. I'm like, Mom, get Brody out of here. But yeah, and he's coming to our games. Like, he came this past week in the USF, and it's so fun being able to see my family. And they're super supportive, my number one fans, and honestly wouldn't be here without them. And so having Brody come along and seeing them, he's playing basketball. And so next weekend when we go to Texas, my dad's going to stay back and take him to basketball. But yeah, it stinks not being able to be around him while he's growing up and this and that. But, Logan's back there with him, taking care of him too. So
that's so cute. So you're from, you said Poseyville?
Yes, Poseyville, Indiana.
So, a very rural town.
Yes.
How did you find Michigan?
So, I got into softball, and I would go and travel, really far places, and I'd reach out to them, and we did, I go to camps and stuff to get my name out there, and I actually went pretty far in volleyball my junior year, which is when they can start contacting us, and so I wasn't really, I was kind of late to the recruiting game, and Bonnie just kind of came out of nowhere because I wasn't really sending them emails and this and that, and I guess she had came and watched me that past summer, my sophomore year, and she reached out to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, Michigan just reached out to me, and so I went and played in Colorado my junior summer, and they came out there and met me, and we talked at the hotel.
Wow.
Carol was there. And they gave me an offer, and so I sat and thought about it because I was late to the game, and I wasn't going to be the person that rushed into it because it's a big decision, committing to a university for 4 years, and but yeah, so I called them back on a Zoom call. I think Ella McVeigh and Dirk were on the Zoom call there, and then after they got off, I was like, yep, this is where I want to be. I had a great visit with them. I felt really at home here.
Yeah.
They're just all amazing people, and I've enjoyed every second here at Michigan.
So was there ever a part of you that wanted to stay close to Indiana?
Yes, because I'm really close with my family. All my friends go to either IU or Purdue.
Oh, wow.
But then I kind of thought about it, and I was like, man, I feel like I would get bad FOMO if I was up at IU and they were all hanging out, and I'm going and traveling for softball, and I want to be with them all the time. But I'm glad I made the decision I am because it just makes it more exciting to go home and see my family.
Yeah, I love that. And I think it's got to be cool to play against those teams.
Yes.
And it's kind of like, I'm from there, and I chose not to go there and win, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah. My freshman year, we played at IU, and it was everyone from Poseyville came up.
No way.
Yes, everyone was there. The crowd was packed. It was super awesome.
That's awesome. How many people, what's the population in your hometown?
Oh, gosh. I don't know, but not very many.
Small?
Yeah. I don't know off the top of my head.
I'm from a very rural, small town as well in Maryland, and when I came here, it was, just amazing.
Yeah.
And I think, it's such a transition, but, I don't know. I think that's what makes it special. You really, learn to love your hometown when you're out of it for a significant amount of time.
It's so funny because everyone thinks that I actually live on a farm. Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't live on a farm. There's farms next to me, but no.
No, it's literally same. I love that. So I want to ask you some, fun questions.
Okay.
First, this is, a serious one.
Okay.
What's your walk-up song?
So my pitching walk-up song was "Smells Like Teen Spirit" by Nirvana.
Okay.
And I had that, and it was actually my freshman year. I think it was "Sweet Escape." No, I don't know what it was. It was if you like pina colada.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what it was my freshman year. And then I didn't hit that much my sophomore year, and so I did the Mr. Boombastic song as a joke.
I can't imagine you walking up to that.
It was kind of embarrassing because all my teammates start laughing. I was like, oh, I need to change this.
Yeah.
But it was funny.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Okay, so what do you think it's going to be this year? Are you going to change it?
I think I'm going to change it. I need something more upbeat, but I don't know what I want to do.
You think on it.
Yeah.
And then come back to me.
Okay. We're going there, and it was really pretty. I really liked it. We went to Oregon. That was fun.
Oh, my God. We chartered back last year together. So baseball, softball, and lacrosse all played in Oregon, and then we chartered back on the private plane together. That was so fun.
That was a really fun plane ride.
Yeah. You guys, how did you guys? It was did it start raining during your game too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was such a fun trip. The West Coast is fun. So where else did you go besides Oregon?
Last year we went to Tampa twice.
Okay.
And then for our regional we went to Texas, which
That's so fun.
That was hot. Yeah, like those are the most fun places I think we've went. This year we go to Arizona. I've never been to Arizona.
Are you playing ASU?
Yeah, we're playing ASU.
I went one time. It's like it's deserty, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. That's like the best part about playing college sports and Division I sports. Like you go to like really amazing places. Okay, best advice you've gotten since being an athlete here.
I would just say like, don't take your time here for granted, and just kind of leave everything you have on the field. And Bonnie always says she always says take one pitch at a time, but put 100% effort. And like every pitch that I throw, never take a pitch off. And I feel like that really resonates with me, so that when I am on the mound, I don't just take a pitch off and then it leads to something that I could have been more focused on. And so I kind of think about that all the time.
I agree with that. I think it's important to half the battle is like knowing in the moment as an athlete here how good you have it. And like me, I've been out for 8 months now, and I look and I'm literally jealous of you guys every day because of how fun it is. But it really is the best time ever, so I'm jealous of you. Okay, plans for after school. Are we going back to Poseyville?
I am planning on going back to Poseyville.
Okay.
I want to kind of just give back to my community, and I want to open my own pitching business. And my dad has an extra like barn area in Poseyville that I'm going to clean out, and I want to give pitching lessons there and just kind of give back to little girls that look up to me and were there during my high school career watching me, this and that. I think it'll be super fun. I just love pitching in general, and so I just want to help younger girls as much as I can.
That's awesome. So what are the pro leagues like? Is there an AU pro league? Like what is the pro leagues like after school?
Well, there's AU, like Lauren Durkowski went and pitched a little bit for Athletes Unlimited.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, she went through. They have like a new league. It's pretty fresh too. So,
what are you most excited for this season?
I'm excited. Well, I'm just excited to play all the Big Ten teams because everyone's good. Like you got Nebraska, that's good. UCLA, Oregon, they're all top ranked teams. And I'm just excited to see how our team stands against them. And our first opening weekend, like we had a great opening weekend, and we look really great. Like I said, we have good depth in the pitching. Our hitting looks good, and we're just kind of started off like hit the ground running is what we did this weekend. And I'm just kind of excited to see how we do against these teams and just show up and show out and give it our all each game. That's what I'm excited for.
I'm really excited to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Who on your team do you think has a really amazing story that we could talk about on Hail to Her?
Definitely Janisa Conway.
Okay.
Yep.
And why?
Well, Janisa is just a super outgoing person, and she's very energetic. She's super fun to listen to. She'll make you laugh constantly. And I just think she also kind of came from not a small area, but kind of in the rural, she likes to say too. And she was the first person to go somewhere big in her area. And I think that's super fun to talk about because that's how I was. Like, no one from Poseyville, Indiana went and played for a Big Ten school.
That's awesome.
And so I think she's really fun to listen to, and I think she'd be a great person to have on the podcast.
Yeah. I think we should have you and her on Polk's Plunge in the cold tubs and ask you guys questions about each other. But I hope you know a lot about each other because if you don't, you're dunking in the water.
Yeah. We spend every single day with each other, so I know a lot. But
Okay. All right, we'll see. All right, well, thanks for being here. It was so much fun. Yes. And thanks, Pretzel Bell, for having us.
Thank you.